Arizona is a stand your ground state, and just about all of us are armed. I mean, I don't know very many people, Democrat or Republican, at least in my area, who are not armed. We are all at least gun owners. Let's put it that way. Some of us own many more than one gun. And in Arizona, if a person in a mask who refuses to identify themselves shows up at your door and tries banging it down, you have every right to stand your ground. That means you will not be prosecuted if you are afraid for your life or your property or of getting harmed and you shoot somebody and kill them. That's very, very scary. That sets up some bad situations between the public and these ICE agents if they do show up here. But even worse than that, the way that our laws are written, we have some of the broadest self-defense laws in the United States. And our stand your ground law extends beyond our property into public. So that means that even if we're in a public space, such as Renee Good was, or such as that pastor was, who was screaming up at the building and got shot in the face with the beanbag. In our state, even if we're not on our property, even if we're in public, if someone comes to assault us or harm us or for that matter, kill us or kidnap us or, anything without identifying themselves as a law enforcement officer, we technically have every right to defend ourselves with our firearms. Again, this sets up a 5-alarm fire, terrifying situation in Arizona. We are going to, I hope we don't see any situation that arises from this oil and water situation we're about to go through. I pray to God not. But knowing the place that I live and knowing the people amongst whom I live and knowing the way ICE agents are behaving lately, this is a recipe for disaster. I would advise all of my fellow Arizonans, be careful. Ask them to identify themselves. Do not assume that because we have a stand your ground law, you are going to avoid prosecution and be able to just shoot an ICE agent. Don't do that, dude. It's, I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here. Although they are not identifying themselves, it is generally pretty clear who they're working for, the way that they're behaving, the clothes that they're wearing. Now, the other thing is Arizona is full of militias. And my area in particular is really full of militias. And if a militia were to go out on raids or try to help ICE or something like that in an illegal manner, we wouldn't know the difference unless they identify themselves. We don't, if masked thugs show up at our door, we do not know, is this a militia who is just playing cowboy and they're trying to help DHS in a misguided effort, or is it actual DHS agents? We don't know. So the mass confusion this is going to cause, and the fact that the laws on their end and the laws on our end allow for so much ambiguity and allow for, let's be frank, violence. Guys, I mean, I don't know what to say. I I I pray that no one in Arizona is going to wind up starting some kind of a weird backward Democrat instead of Republican Ruby Ridge or Malheur Reserve situation, because or for that matter Waco. This is something that could turn very, very dangerous very, very quickly for all the parties involved and would set up something very confusing for the American people to go through.